If you've been following our Astronomy Club Easy Astrophotography series, you'll already have the skills needed to take a slight detour from photographing natural astronomical objects to artificial ones. In today's lesson, we'll learn how to capture the International Space Station, or ISS. The largest man-made structure orbiting the Earth today, it makes an easy target for the beginning astrophotographer. To record a pass, all you'll need will be a tripod and a camera that has the ability to hold the shutter open for long exposures, also known as bulb mode. An electronic shutter release will also be helpful. The setup is the same as that used to make star trail photographs, which was covered earlier in this series. To plan your session, you'll need to know when and where to look. Because of the Earth's rotation, the station doesn't pass over the same places on the ground with every orbit, so you'll need to know when it's visible from your location. Luckily, NASA has a handy website called Spot the Station that will help you do just that. Look for a link to the NASA webpage at the end of this video. Open the website and click on Sighting Opportunities at the top of the page. Enter your city or town and select the blue pin nearest your actual location. Once you've done that, click on View Sighting Opportunities. The website will generate a list of ISS passes for your location for the next 2 weeks. Taking a closer look at the data, you'll see the date and local time, followed by the length of time for the pass, maximum elevation above the horizon, followed by the elevation and direction for the start and end of the event. Before the pass begins, you'll need to make some decisions. Unless you're using a lens that covers an extremely large part of the sky, you'll only be able to capture part of the pass. Consider foreground objects, background constellations, and anything else that you want to include in the shot. Find your directions for start and end. The guide here will help you estimate elevations. Frame your shot and wait. Suggested settings will depend on your lens and camera, but an ISO of 1600 with the lens wide open is a good starting point. The space station is very punctual. It will be on time, so be ready. It won't be very bright at first. Look for a star suddenly appearing where there wasn't one just a moment ago. The next thing you'll notice is the star is moving. As the station gets higher in the sky, it will get brighter and appear to be moving faster. Now is a good time to make any last adjustments to your camera's framing if you miscalculated the station's path through your camera's field of view. Open the shutter a few seconds before it enters the field of view and close it a few seconds after exit. If you didn't kick the tripod or mistake east for west, you should have a beautiful record of the pass showing the arcing path of the station against a background of short star trails and any foreground objects you included. If you're lucky, you may also record a flare in the trail as the sun glints off a flat reflective surface on the station. If you photograph the very end of the pass, the trail will slowly fade and turn red as the station flies into the Earth's shadow, a sunset from 250 miles up.